Okay. See the condition. I hope all you people know about geography, right? But whenever you are seeing one, there is one word. What is this word? Telangana. Okay. Whenever you are seeing the word Telangana, what is the etymology of Telangana? Maybe in your history you come across the word etymology. How the word Telangana came into the existence. How the word Telangana came into the existence. Before that one, what is Telangana? Present day, what is the status of Telangana? Telangana is a state. Telangana is a state. In which country it is located? Nana, there is one article, Article 1. What do you mean by Article 1 of Indian Constitution? India is a union of states. India is a union of states. Within the Indian Union, Telangana is the one state. What do you mean by state? So, whenever you are seeing the syllabus, world geography, what we call that one? Indian geography and Telangana geography. What is that Telangana geography? Nothing but regional geography, state geography. Before understanding a vast area called a state, what do you mean by state? How you are going to define the state? What do you mean by state? The state is nothing but a political administrative unit. The state is nothing but a political administrative unit created by whom? Created by whom? Not the Indian government. It is Indian Union. A political administrative union. Okay, created by Indian Union. Okay, how it is created? On the steps it is taking. Within 1 second the Telangana state has created. Then how? How it is created? With a valid parliamentary procedure. With a valid parliamentary procedure. So what do you mean by state? The state is nothing but political administrative unit. Okay, the Indian Union is a larger one, very, very larger term. The looking after entire union by one personality is a very, very tedious job. Very, very difficult job. That's why the power got what we call decentralized. How it got decentralized? Making a small units. What we call that units? Administrative units. How that administrative unit has created? With a political interference. In what political interference? A parliamentary procedure, which is called as state. State is nothing but a political administrative union, nothing but a unit created by Indian Union by through a proper valid parliamentary procedure is called as state. How many states are there? 28 states are there. And all the states are formed based on a one particular procedure. What is that procedure? Parliamentary procedure. The parliament is taking the basis from where? What? A small book, a piece of book which is called as constitution. Now within the constitution there is a articles from 2, 3, 4 which talks about reorganization of states. I hope within your polity you come across these words. Reorganization of states. Okay, this is about the meaning of state. One of the state is called as Telangana. How the word Telangana came into the existence? How the word Telangana came into the existence? Nana, there was a personality. The name of the personality is called as Ptolemy. Okay, he is the geographer, a Greek geographer. There was a personality, the name of the personality is called as Ptolemy. Okay, he mentioned one river in his book. The name of the river is called as Telivaha. There was a personality, the name of the personality is called as Ptolemy. Okay, he wrote a book. In his book, he written about one particular word. What is that word? Telivaha. What do you mean by Telivaha? Telivaha is nothing but The present day Godavari. Present day Godavari. Some people used to call the people, those who are living on the banks of Godavari, especially who used to talk Telugu, those people are considered as what we call that one? Telanganites. Inka Telangana ane padam raledu. See the condition. There was a personality. The name of the personality is called as Ptolemy. Okay, within his book, he mentioned a small river. What is that particular river? Telivaha. According to him, the persons, those who are living on the banks of what we call that one? Telivaha river. That people used to call as Telanganites. Telanganites. That is the one. Now see the one more condition. There is a personality called as Parabrahma Shastri. Nana, maybe in history you come across all these things. There was a personality called as Parabrahma Shastri. Okay, according to him, he came across one word. The word is called as Trilinga. He came across one word which is called as Trilinga. What do you mean by Trilinga? Nothing but three lingas. Nothing but the shrine temples. Nothing but the Shaivat temples. The Trilingas are nothing but the first one is called as Kaleshwaram. The second one is called as Sri Sailam. The third one is called as Draksharamam. See the condition? Whenever you are seeing the map, roughly, what is the shape of the roughly in the map? Isosceles triangle. Here in the northern side of the area, there is one river which is called as Telivaha. On the banks of Telivaha, there is a one important linga, Jyotirlinga, which is called as, what is called that one? Kaleshwaram. To the southern side, there is also one more river. What is that river? Krishna river. On the banks of Krishna river, there is a one more linga which is called as Mallikarjuna, which is popularly called as Srishailam. In this area, there is a place called as Daksharamam. According to this personality, the people, those who are living in between this area, such area, according to him, is considered as, what we call that one? Telangana. Whenever you are seeing the word Telangana, the first one is called as Telang, other one is called as Agana. Telangana is nothing but, the literal meaning of Telan is nothing but Telugu. Ana is nothing but speaking. The area, nothing but the people, the area where the people are living who used to speak the Telugu, that area is called as Telangana. Okay, who came this word? This word by Parabrahma Shastri. And also he came out, that area is completely dominated with Trilingas. What are those Trilingas? One is called as Srisailam, Kaleshwaram, as well as Daksharamam. And don't write, already you know about all these things, right? Within your history. I have to enter into the geography. Without any historical importance, I can't enter into all these things. See the one? The first one is called as Ptolemy. He mentioned about one particular river. What is that river? Telivaha. Okay, the people, those who are living on the banks of Telivaha, the people used to call as Telanganites. Then there is one more personality called as Parabrahma Shastri. He is the historian. He is the archaeologist. He came up with one word. What is that particular word? Trilinga. The people, those who are living in the area of Trilingas, he called that area as a Telangana. What is the literal meaning of Telangana? Telan is nothing but Telugu. Gana is nothing but speaking. The area where the Telugu speaking people are there, that area is called as Telangana. And also come to the one more conditions. The word Telangana has seen in 3 inscriptions. I hope all you people know about the inscriptions. The word Telangana can seen in 3 inscriptions. What are those inscriptions? The first one is called as Tellapur inscription. The second one is called as Velijarla inscription. The next one is called as Tirumala or Chinna Kanchi inscriptions. ఓకేనా ఏన్షియంట్ టైంలో మనకి ఎట్లా మామూలుగా హిస్టరీ ఈజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్, స్టోరీస్ అండ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్. దెర్ ఆర్ సర్టెన్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ డెలివరింగ్ దట్ there is a word called as Telangana. How we people are knowing about the word Telangana? By using of 3 inscriptions. What is the first inscription? Tellapur inscription. Where is this Tellapur? Very close to Sangareddy area. Very, very close to the Sangareddy area. And there is one more thing called as Velijarla inscription. That inscription was inscribed by whom? Kakatiyas. And the next one is called as Tirumala and Chinna Kanchi inscription. It is from Sri Krishna Devaraya. Is there any relation between Sri Krishna Devaraya and Telangana? Telangana ki Sri Krishna Devaraya ki ఏమన్నా సంబంధం ఉందా? Is there any relation? How? What type of relation? He developed a language called as Telugu. Okay, and he is not having any administrative relations with Telangana, but he is having only the language relations. I hope all you people understand what we mean by administrative relations as well as linguistic relations. Linguistic relations is nothing but only the language. Administration is nothing but governance. And these 3 are the inscriptions which are giving the information regarding the word called as Telangana. This is called as historical importance or background. Okay, you come across all these things within your Telangana geography. I am not entering deep into this one. And see the one more condition. See the condition. Once upon a time, there was a state. What is the name of the state? Hyderabad state. There is a state called as Hyderabad state. Now, all you people know about India Independence Act 1947. What do you mean by India Independence Act of 1947? It is giving 3 options. What are these particular 3 options? That particular princely state can join into a Pakistan. That particular princely state can join with the Indian Union. And what is the last option? They can be remain independent. But the majority of the princely states joined in the Indian Union, but 3 states make some ruckus in the Indian Union. What are these 3 states? The first one is Hyderabad state. The other one is called as Junagadh. The other one is called as Kashmir. The Kashmir annexed in India through what we call that particular word, the principle of annexation. Perinara, nana politic. And the Junagadh joins into the Indian Union through a process called as referendum. Within the democracy, you come across the word referendum. But the Hyderabad state joined into Indian Union through a military process, which is popularly called as Operation Polo. Which is popularly called as Operation Polo. Now, there is once upon a time there is no state called as Telangana. Okay, once upon a time this region is called as Hyderabad state. Hyderabad is the princely state. That Hyderabad state, nothing but what we call that the Nizam people don't want to join in India. That peace people want to join in Pakistan. But see the condition. It known to the then Home Minister of India. Who is the then Home Minister of India? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He initiated one operation. What is that particular operation? Operation Polo, which is popularly called as military process. Because of this military process, the Hyderabad state integrated into the Indian Union. That is the first point to be remembered. What do you mean by Hyderabad state? The entire Telangana? The present day entire Telangana? See the condition, see the states. No, this is the Hyderabad state. The Hyderabad state is the assimilation of some parts of Maharashtra, some parts of Karnataka. And also, whenever you are seeing here, there is no word called as Hyderabad at all. What is that particular word? Atraf I Balada. See the word Atraf I Balada, which used to call as a Hyderabad. And this is the Hyderabad state map. The entire Hyderabad state has merged into the Indian Union through a small operation process. What is that particular operation? Operation Polo. Who initiated this one? The name of the personality is called as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay, when it has entered into the Indian Constitution, nothing but Indian Union, in the year called as 19. See the one more point. The Hyderabad state merged with Indian Union in 1948. Okay, now that is the first point to be remembered. In the work, okay, now. But see the one more condition. In the year 1953, October 1st, one more state came into the existence, which is called as Andhra state, not the Andhra Pradesh. Andhra state. What is the capital city? Kurnool is the capital city. Kurnool is the capital city. But see the one more condition. Within the 1953, one incident has taken place under Government of India. What is that particular incident? There is a commission called as State Reorganization Commission. State Reorganization Commission under the chairmanship of one personality. The name of the personality is called as Fazal Ali. Nana 1948 లోనే హైదరాబాద్ స్టేట్ వచ్చింది, కానీ తెలంగాణ అనట్లేదు మనం. See the condition. 1953 లో ఏమైంది? ఆంధ్ర స్టేట్ has formed with the capital city called as Kurnool. After the formation of Andhra state, the government of India appointed a one committee. What is that particular committee? Which is also referred as First State Reorganization Commission, which was headed by Fazal Ali. He came up with one recommendation. What is that particular recommendation? Creation of states not on administrative convenience. Administrative convenience, but every state should create on the basis of linguistic manner, called as linguistic manner. What do you mean by linguistic? Language. Okay, see here in the 1953, there was a one commission which is called as Fazal Ali Commission. The Fazal Ali Commission is recommended that there should be a creation of the states, but whatever the states are creating, everything should be not on the administrative convenience, but it should be on the linguistic manner. What is the first state formed on the linguistic manner? Which is called as, in the year 1956, November 1st, there is a formation of a state which is called as Andhra Pradesh, with the capital city called as Hyderabad. The capital city called as Hyderabad. See the condition. 1953 lo commission. Nana, what is the difference between commission and committee? Both are same. Commission is nothing but whatever the recommendations these people are giving, every recommendation should be discussed on the floor of parliament. But committee, the committee recommendation should not be placed before the parliament. That is the basic difference between committee and commission. Okay na, normal ga oka committee commission వేసింది అనుకో గవర్నమెంట్, ఓబీసీ కమిషన్ పేరు విన్నారా? మండల్ కమిషన్ ఆర్ కమిటీ కమిషన్. ఏదైనా ఒక కమిషన్ ఉంటే వాళ్ళు ఏమైనా రికమెండేషన్స్ ఇచ్చారనుకోండి, అవి పార్లమెంట్ ముందు పెట్టి డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ కమిషన్. బట్ వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ బై కమిటీ? Committee is nothing but should not be placed before the parliament. That is completely executive order. Okay, now see the condition. Fazal Ali Commission is recommending that there should be a reorganization of states on the basis of linguistic manner. That's why there is a formation of a new state in the year 1956, November 1st, as a Andhra Pradesh state, with the capital called as Hyderabad. Some parts of Hyderabad state is merged with the Andhra, which is called as Andhra Pradesh. The main object to see the condition. The merging of some parts of Hyderabad state with Andhra, then only we will call that one as a Andhra Pradesh. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? Up to this extent is very easy, but see the condition. And this particular incident is not liked by some people who are called as Telangana people. That's why one movement came into the existence. What is that particular movement? Telangana movement. See the condition. By the time of 2014, February 17th, the government of India introduced a bill in the parliament. What is that particular bill? Andhra Pradesh reorganization. Andhra Pradesh reorganization bill, not the act. I am using the word bill. What do you mean by bill? Nothing but it's a piece of papers which are introducing in the parliament, which is called as bill. When it has introduced? 2014, February 14. What is the main objective of AP reorganization bill? Creation of a separate state, named as Telangana. Why that movement has started? What are the main objective of the movement? For the sake of water, employment as well as funds. What we call in Telugu, Neellu, Nidulu, Niyamakalu. Finally, the drought is end. What do you mean by drought is end? These people, entire Telangana people, tasted the success. What is the success? See the condition. By the time of 2014, June 2nd, is came into the existence that. What is that point? The formation of Telangana state. Formation of Telangana state. What is the capital city? Hyderabad, which is consisting of how many districts? 10 districts. Which is consisting of how many districts? 10 districts. Nana, this is the chronology. In 1948, what happened? Operation Polo. What is the main objective of Operation Polo? The integration of Hyderabad state into Indian Union. But see in the 1953, what happened? Some of the Telugu people moved out from the Tamil Nadu region, nothing but Madras presidency. And there is a birth of new state which is called as Andhra state. What is the capital city? Kurnool. But in 1953, in the same 1953, after the formation of Andhra state, the union government appointed a commission under the chairmanship of Fazal Ali. Okay, that Fazal Ali commission is recommending that there should be a formation of new states on the basis of linguistic manner. That is the reason why in the year 1956, November 1st, some of the Hyderabad part added into a what we call the Andhra state and turned into a Andhra Pradesh with the capital called as Hyderabad. But over a period of time, because of a rapid movement, which is against to the Fazal Ali commission. What do you mean by against to Fazal Ali commission? All the states should be there on the linguistic manner. Because of certain issues, because of certain administrative failures or administrative issues, maybe because of some people, because of you and me, we people got the one particular state. What is that state? Telangana state. When it came into the existence? 2014, June 2nd. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? How many districts? 10 districts. And I am also part of you, don't worry. Maybe geographically I am getting someone, but I am there with you. Don't think me wrong again. ఆ మాట నేను చెప్పకూడదుడా. Now see the condition. Nana, do you know this one? I don't know ABPSC how to teach. I know only TGPSC how to teach. That is also the condition is there. Now see the one more condition. 14th, 11th October 2016. What is that incidence? The 10 districts made into a how many districts? 31 districts. Why it has made? For administrative convenience. Very, very polished words. For administrative convenience. Nana, these are the very, very highly polished words. Okay, you have to use the same words only. Government ఏమైనా ఉండొచ్చు, but the government telling that why you people are breaking all the 10 into your 31? Administrative convenience. Nana, this thing has happened on one auspicious day which is called as Dasara. Okay, see the one more condition. 17th February 2019, one more incident has taken place. What is that incident? The increasing of 31 districts from 31 to 33 districts. 31 to 33 districts. This is chronology అమ్మా. 10 డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లు ఉన్నదాన్ని ఏం చేశారు? 31 చేశారు. ఎప్పుడు చేశారట? 11th October 2016. But in 2019, there was increasing of 2 more districts. Totally how many districts are there in Telangana right now? 33 districts are there. Which is the larger district? Wait for some time. We will come across all these things. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? Done. This is about the normal chronology. నాన్న రాశారా? క్రొనాలజీ రాశారు కదా. 1948 September, what is that incident? Operation Polo. 1953 October 1st, Andhra state. 1956 November 1st, Andhra Pradesh state. Okay now? Tarvata 2014, what we call that one? 17th. Nothing but February. What is that one? AP reorganization bill. But over a period of time, by 17th February 2019, there is a 33 districts. Still now we are having 33 districts. Give the next heading. Latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Telangana. Longitudinal extent of Telangana. What about latitudinal extent of India? India starts from 8 degrees, but Telangana starts from 15 degrees 50 minutes to 19 degrees 51 minutes north. 15 degree 50 minutes to 19 degree 51 minutes north. So we are there in northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Northern. This is the latitudinal extent. See the longitudinal extent. 77 degrees 15 minutes to 81 degrees 19 minutes east. It is the longitudinal extent. అన్న ఈజీ చూడు 15 15 19 19 ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలంటే 77 81 గంటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి చాలు. ఓకేనా? 15 degree 50 minutes to 19 degree 51 minutes. That is the latitudinal extent. What about the longitudinal extent? 77 degrees to 15 minutes to 81 degree 19 minutes east. So eastern hemisphere, northern hemisphere. Longitudinally we are there in the eastern hemisphere. Latitudinally we are there in northern hemisphere. What about the latitudinal extent of India? గుర్తుందా? 8 degree 4 minutes to 37 degree 6 minutes. What about the longitudinal? 68 degree. గుర్తులేదు, చదవలే. చెప్పండి, మీరు ఏం చెప్తే అది రాస్తా. 68 degrees 7 minutes to 97 degrees 25 minutes east. That is the India amma. This is the Telangana. Okay now? Nothing but see the condition. What is the northernmost point? What is the southernmost point? What is the northernmost latitude? 15 degrees to 50 minutes. And what is this one? 19 degrees to 51 minutes. That is the latitudinal extent. What about the longitudinal extent? 77 degrees to 15 minutes. The other one is 81 degrees to, what we call that one? 19 minutes. This is the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Telangana is a landlocked state or not a landlocked state? What do you mean by landlocked? Landlocked is nothing but it is the area which should not share the borders either with the ocean or water body or with the some other international countries is referred as landlocked. Landlocked is nothing but it is the area which should not share the borders with either the water body or the international countries is referred as landlocked. కానీ మన తెలంగాణ చూడండి, is it sharing the borders with ocean? Any ocean? Is there any beaches? No. The Telangana is sharing the borders with any countries? No. That's why the Telangana is considered as landlocked state. That is the one more point. Add that point also. Telangana is landlocked states. How many landlocked states in India? How many landlocked states are there in India? No atlas? Atlas techara? Anna, how many landlocked states here? See here. 5. What is this one? Haryana. What is this one? Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Telangana. Telangana is a landlocked states. Total there are 5 landlocked states in India. The one of the state is called as Telangana. Intavaraku okay na? Now see the one more point. Now total how many districts are there in once upon a time? 10 districts. How many nowadays? How many districts are there? 13. And also see the point. Telangana is 11th largest state. Right on the next point. In terms of area. Telangana is the 11th largest state in terms of area. 12th largest state in terms of population. Population. 11th in terms of area, 12th in terms of population. 9th largest in terms of districts. 9th in terms of districts. ఏ స్టేట్స్కి ఎక్కువ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లు ఉన్నాయని చూసుకుంటే ద తెలంగాణ ఈజ్ ద 9th లార్జెస్ట్. ఓకేనా? ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? Now see the conditions. How many districts are there right now? What are the districts? And also now see the one more condition. Telangana is state sharing the borders with how many another neighboring states? One side it is connected with what is that particular state? Maharashtra. On the other side it is connecting with Chhattisgarh. One side it is connecting with Andhra Pradesh. On the other side it is connecting with Karnataka. So what are the boundaries of Telangana state? To the northern side it is connecting with Maharashtra. Northeastern side it is connecting with Chhattisgarh. Eastern side and southeastern side it is connecting with Andhra Pradesh. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? వెస్టర్న్ సైడ్ అండ్ సౌత్ వెస్టర్న్ సైడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కనెక్టింగ్ విత్ కర్ణాటక. ఓకేనా? ఇన్ని పదాలు గుర్తులేవనుకోండి, 4 పదాలు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. నార్దర్న్ సైడ్ మహారాష్ట్ర, నార్త్ ఈస్టర్న్ సైడ్ ఛత్తీస్గఢ్, సదరన్ సైడ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, వెస్టర్న్ సైడ్ కర్ణాటక అండ్ మహారాష్ట్ర. నాన్న ఇంతవరకు చూసారనుకోండి, యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ మహారాష్ట్ర. ఈ కిందంతా వాట్ వి కాల్ దట్ వన్? Karnataka. So western side the Telangana is sharing the borders with Maharashtra as well as Karnataka. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? So what are the boundaries? Write down the boundaries. Give the heading as boundaries. The Telangana states sharing the borders with Telangana state sharing the borders with Maharashtra in northwest. నన్ను ఇక్కడ రాసున్నాయి చూడండి అని. మహారాష్ట్ర ఇన్ నార్త్ వెస్ట్. నన్ను ఈజ్ ఇట్ విజిబుల్ అప్ టు లాస్ట్? మహారాష్ట్ర ఇన్ నార్త్ వెస్ట్, ఛత్తీస్గఢ్ ఇన్ నార్త్ ఈస్ట్, ఛత్తీస్గఢ్ ఇన్ నార్త్ ఈస్ట్, Karnataka and Maharashtra in the west, Karnataka and Maharashtra in the west, Andhra Pradesh east and south, east and south, east and south. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? This is the normal boundaries. Now come to the another condition. Already we discussed about Telangana is landlocked state. How many landlocked states are there in India? 5. Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and recently the very very young state is Telangana. ఇంతవరకు ఓకే కదా? Now see the one more point. Now see the condition. Total how many districts are there right now? 33. The erstwhile Adilabad differentiated into broken into how many districts? The first one is called as, what is this one? Whenever you are seeing the Adilabad differentiated into 3. The first one is called as 3 or 4? 3 or 4? మన స్టేటే కదా. 3 or 4? ఓకే, ఇది కూడా వద్దు. సరే, హైదరాబాద్ ఒకటేనా? Okay. Rangareddy. Okay, total how many districts are there? Write down all the districts first of all. Then we come across each and every district. The first one is called as Adilabad, starts from north. The second one is called as Nirmal. Nana, is it visible up to last? Nirmal. The next one is called as Komaram Beam, Asifabad. Okay. Then come to Mancherial. Then Nizamabad. Kamareddy. Nizamabad, Kamareddy. Okay, now? No, Nizamabad broken into two. One is called as Nizamabad, other one is called as Kamareddy. What about Karimnagar? Karimnagar. To the northern side, what we call this one? This is called as Jagityal. Write on the next one. Nani Ivani Rasara? Jagityal. Then Rajanna Sirisilla. The parent, which is called as Karimnagar. The other one is called as Peddapalli. Peddapalli. Intavaraku okay na? Now come to Warangal. Warangal how many? It has broken into almost 6. What about Warangal? Warangal urban. The next one is Warangal rural. The next one is called as Janagam. To the north you can find Professor Jayashankar Bhupalapalli. The next one is called as, what is the next one? Mulagu. Okay na, ingevana migilaya? The other one is called as Mahabubabad. Okay, that is from Warangal. What about Khammam? Khammam is 2, only 2. From Khammam. The first one is called as Khammam, parent. The next one is called as Bhadradri Kottagudem. The next one is called as Bhadradri Kottagudem. That is about Khammam. Okay. And what come to Medak? Medak is the parent. Under the Medak, Sangareddy. The other one is called as Siddipet. Sangareddy, Siddipet. This is from Medak. But what about the adjacent country, the neighboring one, Rangareddy? From Rangareddy, the parent, which is called as Rangareddy. The next one is called as Vikarabad. Even here also you can find Medchal Malkazgiri. Medchal Malkazgiri. The smaller one, which is called as Hyderabad. And in this area you can find Rangareddy region, you can find Rangareddy, Vikarabad, Medchal Malkazgiri, Hyderabad. What about Nalgonda? Suryapet. The other one is parent. What is that parent? Nalgonda. Nalgonda. Okay. And also there is one more thing to the northern side, which is called as Yadadri Bongiri. No, in Telugu it is called as Bonagiri, but according to the central government, we have to call that one as a Bongiri. Okay. Now, who is maintaining all this record in India? Who is maintaining the record, all of these records in India? That ministry is called as Home Ministry. Okay. What about Mahbub Nagar? The first one, parent, which is called as Mahbub Nagar. The next one is called as Narayanapet. The next one is called as Nagar Karnool, Vanaparthi. The next one is called as Gadwala. That is called as Jogulamba Gadwal. Jogulamba Gadwal. These are the districts. Okay. ఇట్స్ వెరీ హార్డ్ టు రిమెంబర్ 33. కానీ ఎగ్జామ్కి వెళ్ళే లోపల గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, మన స్టేట్ గురించి మనమే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. డన్. ఇంతవరకు ఓకేనా? నౌ సీ ద అనదర్ స్ట్రాటిఫికేషన్. నన్ను తీసేస్తున్నాను.